Aurora's Journey, the Thorned Forest. The brass lamp's glow faded as Aurora stood before a wall of thorns that had sprouted in her beloved forest. Unlike Maleficent's cruel barriers of the past, these thorns sparkled with gentle light, their tips adorned with tiny stars. The 12th and final shard of the star crystal pulsed somewhere within their midst, its light playing through the thorns like sunshine through leaves. Flora, fauna, and Merryweather hovered nearby, their own magic responding to the fascinating display before them. "It's beautiful," Fauna breathed, watching how the thorns seemed to dance with their own inner light. "But be careful, dear. Even beautiful things can be dangerous." "I know both sides of that truth well," Aurora replied softly, remembering her own story. Raised in the forest by fairies, crowned as a princess, and awakened by true love's kiss, she understood better than most how magic and reality could intertwine in unexpected ways. The woodland creatures gathered around her feet, rabbits, deer, and birds that had been her first friends in life. They studied the wall of thorns with curious eyes, some even hopping closer to investigate. Aurora noticed how the thorns gentled moved aside for the small animals, responding to their innocent approach. "The thorns aren't meant to keep everyone out," she observed thoughtfully. "They're testing something else, perhaps the balance between the magical and natural worlds." Growing up as Briar Rose, she had learned to live in both worlds, finding harmony between royal destiny and simple forest life. Flora raised her wand, ready to help, but Aurora gently shook her head. "Let me try first," she said. "Sometimes the gentlest approach is the most powerful." She began to hum softly, the same melody she had sung in the forest the day she first met Philip, a song about love and dreams. As her voice carried through the air, the thorny vines began to sway. Tiny flowers appeared among them, each one catching and reflecting the shard's light in a different color. The woodland creatures, encouraged by the display, began to weave carefully through the thorns, creating small paths with their movement. Merryweather couldn't help but add a sprinkle of blue magic that made the flowers shimmer even more beautifully. "Oh dear," she said, when Flora gave her a look. "I was just enhancing what was already there." But Aurora smiled, understanding that this challenge called for a blend of natural grace and fairy magic, just like her own life. Following the paths her animal friends discovered, Aurora made her way deeper into the thicket. The thorns continued to respond to her presence, neither drawing away completely nor threatening harm. They seemed to recognize her unique nature, a princess raised by fairies, someone who belonged to both the magical and mortal worlds. "Once, I feared thorns," she said softly, remembering the spindle that had fulfilled Maleficent's curse. "But now I understand that they can protect as well as harm." As she spoke, she gently touched one of the glowing thorns. Instead of pricking her finger, it transformed into a beautiful rose, its petals catching the light like stained glass. The three good fairies watched in amazement as Aurora continued forward, each step transforming the thorns in her wake. She wasn't destroying or forcing them away. She was helping them reveal their true nature. Birds began to weave ribbons of morning light through the changing vines, while rabbits and deer pressed gentle paths through the undergrowth. At the heart of the thicket, Aurora found the star crystal shard suspended in a cradle of thorns that had already transformed into roses. Their petals wrapped around the shard not to imprison it, but to embrace it, much like how the three fairies had protected her during her own childhood. "Everything finds its true form through love," Aurora said, the wisdom of both her worlds flowing through her words. As she reached for the shard, the roses opened fully, their petals creating a spiral of light that guided the shard gently into her hands. The moment she held it, the entire thicket transformed. The thorns became an enchanted garden, with pathways winding between roses of every color imaginable. Each flower caught and reflected light differently, creating a constantly changing display of rainbow colors throughout the forest. The three good fairies couldn't resist adding their own touch to the celebration. Flora sprinkled the paths with rose petals. Fauna called more woodland creatures to play among the flowers, and Merryweather made sure every bloom sparkled with extra magic. Aurora laughed with pure joy, reminded once again of how beautifully the magical and natural worlds could blend together. That evening, as the transformed forest glowed with its own inner light, Aurora knew it was time for all 12 shards to be reunited. She looked to her fairy godmothers, who nodded in understanding. Together they cast a spell that would guide all 12 princesses to the place where the star crystal could finally be restored.
Subscribe now and step into a new story where fairy tales come with a twist.